Hey everyone. I'm just going to quickly catch up here. You're not going to believe it. I had a few things that didn't go as planned, as always, when we do this. So I'm just going to quickly catch up. And then hopefully I can see the chat as well. Let's see. There we go. Hey babe. Hey Mikey. Good. Ah, seems like it went then. Yay. Love when it does. Right, so because I don't want to miss anything today, I am going to be looking over here a bit every now and then because I got my notes, because it's quite important for me that you get as much information as possible. And since this is part of the new podcast, Mind the Creatures, I will also be keeping it to an hour at the most, but between 45 minutes and 60 minutes, I'm going to try and keep it to. So after this, I'm going to take it down, and then I'll cut the bits out that is actually important, not all this yada yada I'm doing now. And then I'm going to put it back up so you can still keep the information that we gone over, or if there's questions you want to ask or whatever. There's only a few in here right now, so it should be easy to keep up with the questions. If I miss a question, please let me know. I will get back to it. And the snake I was going to show you today, she's in shed, because that's what they do. They go into shed when you don't need them to. So unfortunately, she cannot come out today, and next time is already planned. So I doubt she's going to be coming out then. We'll see, depending on how much time we got. I might show at least how the progress is. But then the time after will be live again. I'm going to do one recorded, one live, because my health is not too good at the moment. So it's easier for me that way. It's then I can be stable. So, and I want to do that for you and for myself as well, because it's not very satisfying for me when I can't be here for you when I said I will. So I will get started with a few of the things that I want to say about snakes and their behavior. A lot of what I've learned about snake behavior is from my own experience, and I very much like the way Kevin McCurley from Nerd, he goes about handling snakes. So I have been studying him quite a bit, and hopefully you're going to like what I'm showing you today. Always go by your own situation, no matter what, because one of the main things you always have to remember, and I try to remember that too, and it can be really hard to remember sometimes, but every snake is different, and also some days they are sweet and some days they're just not. So, and I do have a tendency sometimes to, especially with the snakes I've had for a long time, I'm just like, oh, I know what it's like. I'm just put my hand in, and that's when things go wrong sometimes. So if you don't like getting bit, or I mean, even for the sake of the snake, you don't want the snake to bite you either, because it's risky for them every time they do it. So I brought 2 snakes today. I brought boa and a ball python, royal python, I say in the UK. Reason for the royal is that they're super new to me and they are very different. So that's a journey where I'm going to take you along with me, learning as I learn. If you got anything that I don't know and you like, you should know this, I want to share this information, please do. Or anything you want me to go over, because I'm happy to study in between. So please share if you got anything where you're like, could you find out about this? I'm happy to reach out to people who has been working with it for a very long time. So absolutely. We're going to start out with the boa. Mikey, you got your snakes out today. So Mikey's got a new snake recently. Maybe you want to share with us just quick, Mikey, what you got and why we've been talking about this with how snakes are, their temper and so on. So this one I've picked today is actually not my snake anymore. He used to be my snake, but you got yours out. Amazing. You got it out now or earlier today? There we go. So this beautiful boy is 50% boa constrictor Suriname, and he is jungle, so he's a mix. But he's an absolutely beautiful specimen, and I just want to show you. So he belongs to a very good friend of mine who's using him for educational purpose. So he was in a bag, and because he is a very sweet boy, I wouldn't have a problem just putting my hand in. But if I was not sure how he was going to take it, I would let him come out on his own. I might just fold it a bit to let him know which way is up, because sometimes they're not too good at finding their way out. But if you just get a new snake and it's in a bag, that could be a very good way just to start getting it out. This boy is almost 3 years old, by the way. He's from 2020. Once you got the snake out, one of the things I look for a lot, and I was going over this shortly in the last video too, or the last podcast, is how they act with their tongue. You see, he's got those very, very long tongue flicks. Very, very long tongue flicks. And that means he's curious. You see, he's relaxed. There's, I can, bend him and all that. He's very relaxed right now. And that's how we like him. If he was not relaxed, he would have no tongue flicks, or they would be a lot shorter. I think you can tell how long they are actually. Yeah. Excellent, Mikey. Excellent. So that's one of the ways you can tell. Also, he's moving around a lot. One of the things that's really good, if you've got a snake that's a bit stuck in defensive mode, if you can get it to move, it's a really, really good way, because they go into that thinking mode. So there's like 4 different moods, if you will, that snakes generally are in. So they are mainly either asleep, they're looking for a mate, they're defensive, or they've got food drive. That is the 4 main states they're in. And obviously we have to be respectful about how we approach them, because it can be hard to say sometimes whether they're asleep or not. If they're laying still, they might just be resting, but because they don't close their eyes, it's really hard to see sometimes. But as a general rule, there's no aggressive boas, or when I say snakes today, I mean boas and royal pythons, because that's what I'm working with. That's where I got my experience. I'm not going to be talking about other species because I just don't have the experience for that. But yeah, they're not aggressive. they can be very defensive. If they're scared, obviously, when they're in fear mode, they will defend themselves, and rightly so. So what we want is a thinking snake, the way he is right now, where he's got his tongue moving and he's moving about and that. That's a good way. So if you got a snake and it's in the terrarium and it's just sat there and you're not sure whether it's awake or not, and there's no tongue flicks, what you can do is take kitchen roll. You can, if you've got snake hook. I use the back end of the snake hook, the rubber handle. Anything that will give you a bit of distance and you can touch it without it being too hard a touch. So you just strike it ever so gently. They are very, very sensitive animals, so they will feel it. You don't want to be doing it. So I heard about people who say they mess around in their substrate or whatever. That'll just make them think that it's a prey. So, and we don't want the prey drive when we're about to get the snake out. How are you getting on with? Yeah, we want to know how you're getting on with your boa, Mikey. Absolutely. Right, I'm just going to quickly catch up with my also another thing, if it's not your snake and it's used to being handled by one person, the owner, and this is the first time you pick it up, expect it to try and get away from you. It might do that. It depends how much it's used to being handed around to other people. But when I take mine out to, if I take them to school or something, I can have other people handle them, but they will be looking to come back to me always, because they know I'm the safe place. I don't drop them. I don't do nasty things to them. This is their safe place to be. Let's see. Okay. I'm just going to quickly catch up again because, yeah, like I said, I don't want to miss out. Yeah, I got it. Good. Excellent. Right. And we're about 15 minutes in, so that's pretty good. So I would really, really like to try do a little session with you. I was going to get some music for it and that didn't work as planned. So we're going to do it without. But Mikey, if you still got your boa, and anybody else who's here, if you got your snake out with you, I invite you to join me in a little, just 2-minute session, something like that. So first of all, it's very important to be relaxed when you're around your snakes. And another thing is that they do a lot for us to be relaxed. If I'm stressed and I sit down with a snake, and I was actually pretty stressed before we started just now because things didn't go to plan. But sitting with a snake just calms me down every single time. And that's what they do. And they're excellent for it. There's been done numerous studies on how they affect our mental health. That especially goes for autistic children and adults. But just anybody can have a lot of amazing times with their snakes. Anybody can gain from having a snake, spending time with it. Obviously, it has to be kind of like this. Let's see what Mikey said. Yes, I'm trying to find this way. That's good progress. Yay! Twice a day for about 20 minutes, just letting them move through. Handling. So we get. Yes. Oh, that's so good. I really, really love that. Right. So what I want to invite you to do right now is get your snake up the way I'm holding this one right now, roughly 2 hands. That's what I mean, depending on the size of it. If you got a really big snake, you might want to let some of it rest on your lap. And what you do is just let it slowly crawl around. See what happens if you put your finger underneath. It's going to crawl over. And really, really study your snake. Because what we often forget is really take a good look at our snake. Do we really know their pattern? And a good way to find out if there's something that's not quite the way it should be, and it can be tiny bits that we find out. It could be it's got a little bit of stuck shed. It could be just, a little bit of stuck shed on the tail, for example. Oh, and this boy he shed not long ago, only a couple of days ago, and he's actually got a little bit of stuck shed. So, see what I mean? It works, and that's what we should do, I think, with all of our snakes. Obviously, we want to check them as soon as they shed, but sometimes you get disturbed whilst you're doing it, and then you don't get it done. So now we're just going to get that off. Here we go. Let's see. Time and patience. Yes, absolutely. Right. So I'm going to shut up for a bit and just enjoy your snake. See where does it go, and how can you mold it to go the way you want it to. So just enjoy your snake for a bit. Sometimes you'll hear them breathe a bit heavier. It sounds a bit like a small hiss, very quiet hiss. It's because they don't exercise too much. So they're out of breath, just like us sometimes. How beautiful. Every snake is beautiful in their own way. Absolutely amazing. Hey, little one. I hope you enjoy looking at your snake. Sometimes just sitting back, turning off the phone, turn everything off, and just enjoy the animal that you got. And if you got a few, like I do, or like we do, sometimes you don't get that time to really enjoy each one the way you'd like to. So it's nice with a little reminder. Absolutely beautiful face he's got. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, I wish I could have worked with that girl today. I'd really like to show you how far we come. She's still defensive, but it doesn't take her that long to calm down a bit more, and that's really nice. I think I'm going to put this one away now, and then we'll get out the other one. And getting them into the bag can sometimes be an issue as well. They're not easy to get into a bag. but it can sometimes be nicer, especially in a situation like this where I have to have a few with me. I think it's really, really nice. Do you think he would be okay with them in the same room? So we've got rabbits. Oh yeah, you can do that. Only be very, very aware of what you do around feeding time. When he starts getting hungry, he's going to be more alert, and the chance of you getting bit is a bit bigger. Also, if you touched rodents of any sort, make sure you wash your hands. But other than that, yeah, you can keep them in the same room. Absolutely. No problem. They'll get used to it. In the beginning, he's probably going to be moving around a lot because it's a new scent. And that could be anything. Could be you got a dog or, yeah. So this little one I got here, he's not used to being handled really. But he is a royal, and generally they are more just, their way of being defensive is curling up into a ball. That's why they're ball pythons. But he's getting a little better. So this is one of our future breeder males, and as you can see, he's a lot more skittish. You're welcome, Mikey. You're welcome. Generally, royals are very, very sensitive around their head compared to the boas, and also fast movements around them. Oh, we like that. Oh, he's curious. That's nice. Hello, boy. He's also hungry because being a royal, he didn't eat his last meal. So it's been a good couple of weeks since he ate last time. But yeah, my fingers are not food. Where are you going, little one? Oh, that was really nice. But yeah, as you can see, I have to use very slow movements around him because see that little, as soon as you get near them, they're like, oh, don't touch me. Way more than boas. And I don't like when they flinch too much. No, I like the animals to be comfortable, and he has to learn that he can be comfortable around me. We got some adults in here that are very used to being handled, and they're way different. But we're just trying them out for breeding season right now. So I couldn't get any of them out. But I think this is a very nice specimen for this as well, because he is so new still. He's actually doing really, really good today. He didn't do this good last time. That's typical that. Oh, he's so sweet. The funny thing for me now is that I'm very new to pythons. How long time now, babe? A couple of months since we started getting into pythons. And they're very different. Both the way they react, they're much more skittish, but they're also just they're smarter. Well, they're supposed to be smarter. He is beautiful. He is absolutely babe. He's stunning. I love this little one. I love all of them. But yeah, it's so interesting for me to see the difference between the boas and the pythons. And I'm very, very curious to see in the future how hopefully I'm going to be able to, I don't want to call it training. That's not where we are. But I'm curious to see how that intelligence shows in the pythons. I'm definitely going to be doing some sort of beginning of June. Oh, yeah. All right. So not even 2 months then. And we got a few. Well, we at now? 30. Yeah, never mind that. But But yeah, that is very, very interesting to see, and that's definitely something I'm going to be looking forward to finding out. Oh, look how much better he is now. Yeah, we done good, babe. It's difficult sometimes when you find something you really like. I honestly never thought I was going to get pythons at all. Definitely not royals. There's some other pythons that I'm really fascinated by. Uh, but then I learned about their genetics, and due to health situation and whatnot, I'm just not able to deal with the boas the same way. So I've had to cut down a lot with the boas. I don't have that many left, and still a few to go. Oh, we have some amazing royals, yeah, and unfortunately, a lot of them I can't show you, and that's not the point today either. We will be showing you royals, though. Some are at Cats and some are here. We'll be doing that some other time. But yeah, oh, he's actually been really good today. Oh boy, I don't know if babies they're faster to pick up. I'm impressed, like really impressed how good he is today. Wow. Makes me want to go pick up the disco. See how, because that's a bit fun. Hey Stu, welcome. You know what? I'm gonna put this one in and then I'm gonna go get oh sorry. I'm sorry, boy. That was not my intention. That's them rapid movements. I have to get used to that. I want to go get the little disco because that's a tiny baby, but because it's a tiny baby, it's hardly been handled at all since it was born. So I'm just going to get that quick. This is the absolute cutest little thing. Right. But he's not happy to see me. As you can tell, look at his body. All tense. I think he might tag me. He tried to tag me once, but yeah, changed his mind. And I think I did wake him up just now. So that's also not fair, and he likes to hide a lot. Oh, we're moving now. He also just shed not long ago. It's only been a couple of days. Oh, them spurs. I can actually feel his spurs. Oh, little boy. No, it's not. Oh my goodness, I can't remember. Boy or girl, babe? No matter what. Stunning. I keep saying he, so I'm guessing it's a he. Look how he's trying to. It's a girl. Ah, there you go. He's trying to hide. She is trying to hide. That little face there. That's just too cute. Oh, that was quick that she decided that, well, it's not too bad anyway. She still likes she likes to hide a lot, but she's also very, very young. So it's fair that she's still very, very skittish, but once she gets a little older, that's going to change. Pretty little one. But yeah, that right now I'm in a learning position because I have no clue how to tame these other than my experience from the boas to go on. So that's going to be very interesting to see and learn a lot, hopefully. Ooh, yeah, I touched you again. Oh, wow. How's yours behaving today, Mikey? You still friends? Woo. It's so tiny. I can't remember last time I had a baby in my hands, so yeah. I will be showing you a very small boa though. I don't know if it's going to be next time. Nah, next live. I'll make sure that, well, I can't make sure they're not in shed, but I'll do my best. So yeah, she is definitely, that's a work in progress with her. You got a very, oh, there you go. She was kinking her neck very funny, and I was like, oh, is there something that's not right? But she's good. And they don't know how to hold on the same way. Yeah, what do you got, Mikey? Let's hear how many boas and do you have? What do you have? I think I scared her again now. I should keep her away from my face. Like to get a strawberry one. Oh, the Pac-Man. Amazing. Wow. Right, guys, I think we're just going to let Mikey answer how many snakes he's got, and then I think we'll jump from. We're going to end this because now we're going to get into all sorts of stuff. I know nothing about them other than they're too much, and that's no. You can't. There's no such thing. No such thing as too much. You can't have too many snakes. Well, it depends. Obviously, if it's overwhelming, it's too many. But nah, I don't even want to, count how many we got right now. Enough. Almost enough. We may have a few more coming. But let's jump to TikTok. Instead, I'll go live on TikTok, and then we can continue the chat about all sorts in there, and we'll leave this for now. So thank you so much for joining me in oh cool. Yeah, there you go. Good, Mikey. I'm happy to do that. So I will hopefully see you soon. We're going to be back in 2 weeks, maybe with this angry little number, and also, yeah, whatever else we're going to come up with. Thank you so much for joining us, and take care and mind the creatures.